Today's video is going to be about hair products, my favorite ones, what I recommend to take to college with you, and a little trick that I learned when I lived in a dorm that I think every girl should probably know before they go, because I didn't learn it before I went, and then a lot of times you don't have a car, so you can't really get your hands on it. So I figure before you're doing your back to school shopping, I will teach you my dorm trick. Sorry, there's a lot of hairspray in the air. I was kind of having a hairspray session before I turned on my camera. I tried to glam up this bikini cover up by wearing these earrings, but I thought it was just a little bit overwhelming, so I took them out. So my trick is actually in college I had 2 shower caddies. So a lot of times when you live in a dorm, you have community bathrooms. You have to share the bathroom on your floor with all the other girls on your floor, which sounds a lot scarier than it is. I was so intimidated at that going into college, but you get very used to it and it kind of just becomes part of your routine, and it doesn't even bother you after a while. It took me like 3 showers before I felt like a certain shower was mine, and I would always wait for like the second shower over because I felt like the water pressure was the best, and if someone was in it I would wait for it. Yeah, you get like very like close to whatever shower you like. Anyway, so I would actually have 2 shower caddies because the first one, most people only would have one, and the first one I put all of my like shower stuff in. So my loofah, shampoo, conditioner, razor, body wash, all of that stuff would go in one, and that one would get wet when you would take it into the shower. So I didn't really keep anything in it that I didn't take into the shower with me every time. And then I had a second one that held all of my hair stuff. Now this was because, and I didn't learn this until I went off to college, and then I had to have my mom send me a second caddy, which is why I'm saying it's a good trick to know before you go, so you can just pick up a second one. This shower caddy's from Target. It's really cute, and it was only $6.99, which isn't that expensive to pick up a second one because it really will help you out in school. This one has a little string. A lot of times we would have to get ready in our bathroom because if we would try to get ready, say dry our hair in our dorm room, it would blow the fuse. That might have just been my school, but at my school, pretty much 90% of the time it would blow the fuse if you tried to blow your hair, or if one girl blew dry their hair, or if both girls had like a straightening iron plugged in or something, it would blow the fuse. And it was so annoying because it would blow like 6 rooms at a time out or something, and then everyone would get mad at you because you were the girl that tried to dry your hair in your room. So you would dry your hair in the bathroom, and then you could also like straighten or curl your hair in the bathroom, but a lot of times all the girls would like congregate. If we were all going out together, we would kind of start getting ready in one room. They'd all do their makeup together, but there'd not be really anyone doing their hair, and there could always be one person curling their hair without blowing the fuse. So a lot of times I would take my hair, because a lot of people didn't curl their hair freshman year, I remember. I think I was like the only girl, because Meredith, my roommate, would crimp her hair a lot, but most girls just wore it straight. But I would always curl my hair. So I would tote my little product bag into a friend's room or into the bathroom. That was a really long kind of description of why I have 2 shower caddies, but I highly recommend it if you're going off to college. So I'm just gonna go through, I basically put all of my favorite products in here, and I got this shower caddy because I thought that it was cute. I saw it at Target and I thought it was inexpensive, and it would kind of give you guys a visual for the video so you guys could kind of see how nice it is to have everything in a shower caddy. So I don't really use a shower caddy now. I mean, I was thinking about it as I was putting all this together, and I was like, maybe I can take it into Blair's room and get ready in there, because I thought it'd be like really collegey and fun feeling, but she probably would think I was crazy because I can open my bathroom door and see her bedroom. So if my door is open, that didn't really make sense. All right, in the middle compartment, I just have my tools. So I have my hair dryer. I use the bed head, hot head. And then I have my GHD Flat Iron, which is my favorite flat iron. And then I have my 1-inch Conair curling iron, which is my favorite curling iron. You know what's weird? I didn't even learn how to curl my hair until I went to college. I used hot rollers all through high school, middle school, and then I went to college. I didn't even own a curling iron, and hot rollers were like not cool in college because I took my hot rollers and I was like the only girl with hot rollers. People basically thought that I was crazy. So I learned how to use a curling iron very quickly. And I also had this little pouch. I got this at Forever 21. It's very glittery. And this has just my bobby pins and my hair ties. And then around the outer edges, I just have all of my products. So I'll go through them. These are kind of my favorite products of the moment, slash what I think would be good to take to college. If you're gonna do any sort of curling in college or any flyaways or anything, Hairspray is my #1 product. I picked this one specifically because this is the one I was in love with in college. All of my roommates use this one. This is the TRESemmé Tray 2 Spray Ultra Fine Mist. It's the 3. And I don't remember, I feel like I might have used the 4 in college. I should go back and look at my videos because this is the hairspray I used in all my old videos. A couple of hair clips that I don't know why they're stuck together, that I use when I curl my hair or straighten my hair and just have to kind of pin certain sections up. Oh, this I've done a whole video on. This is the Fekkai Coif Oceanique Tousled Wave Spray. This you don't have to have in college. I actually didn't have a texturizer really in college until Pinecone. Did you have a nightmare? Not until I was like doing videos and kind of expanding my base of products. But when I was a freshman living in a dorm, I did not have a texturizing spray, but I thought that it would be a good product to have anyway because I feel like it's a very easy way to get a very natural look. If you have some natural texture to your hair, it's a very like easy, breezy go-to look that doesn't require a lot of time, because a lot of time in college you're on time constraint. And I have a whole video called like Beachy Waves or something. I'll link it in the information box below where I use this product and show you guys what to do with it. The next product is a dry shampoo. This is incredibly important for college. Other than the hairspray, I would say this is the product I recommend the most because in college you're really under time constraints. A lot of times you have a lot to do, a lot to study for, a class to run to in the morning, and you can't wash your hair every day. I mean, you could, I guess, but dry shampoo was like my best friend in college, and that's when I became really in love with it. There are sirens always. I live in a dangerous city. This is the TRESemmé Strengthening Dry Shampoo. This has vitamin B12 and keratin in it to help strengthen your hair and just leave it with lots of healthy body. And I actually have an entire video dedicated to dry shampoo and how much I love it. But in that video, I use a much more pricey kind of boutique-y brand dry shampoo. This one is a drugstore brand. It's a lot cheaper and it's much more accessible. So I wanted to try it. And also I like that it has like the strengthening aspects because I do have dry and kind of damaged hair because I heat style it a ton and I also get it highlighted and all that stuff. So this one is specifically for dry and prone to breakage hair. Basically you shake it up like super a lot. You have to shake it up between pretty much each burst for the best effects. And you're gonna do really short bursts on your hair. I'm actually gonna demo this because I'm gonna go out with some friends after I film this video and I want my hair to be fresh all day, even though I washed it this morning. You can never be too safe. So I'm gonna shake it and I'm gonna do short burst. You're supposed to hold it like, oh my gosh, I almost just messed up my beautiful braid thing that I have going on over here. You're supposed to hold it 8 to 12 inches away from your scalp and shake it and spray it in short bursts kind of at your roots. And then you leave it in for 1 to 2 minutes. You can kind of rub your fingers through it just to help distribute the product a little bit easier, and it will soak up all of the oils, and then after 2 minutes you can kind of brush your hair out. Just don't spray it continuously over your hair like you would a hairspray. Shake it between each short burst and just kind of get all of the roots of your hair where your hair is going to show. That's the most important. Definitely back here on your crown as well. That's a spot that a lot of people kind of forget. They'll do their part and kind of right in the front and they'll forget to do their crown, which, you know, you can look greasy from the back if you don't get your crown. So get those areas and then brush it out and you'll have super fresh hair. And especially, like, I used it the most when I was running to class at 8 a.m. and I woke up late. Not to replace your regular shampoo though. You should still wash your hair as often as you want. This is just kind of to make it extra fresh in between your washes. The hairbrush I'm using is from Glitzy Glam. 3 more products really fast. The first one is a mousse. This is like a volumizing mousse. I use this on my roots, like right up here in the front when I'm gonna wear my hair straight. I didn't do it today though because I thought I was gonna curl my hair and then I ended up not having time. But I really like this. This is the Osis Plus. One of my favorite products in college was Redkin Satin Wear Ultimate Blow Dry Lotion. I went through like 3 of these in college. I've gone through so many of these bottles. I love this. It's a heat protectant that is good when you're about to dry your hair, because a lot of times people will put heat protectant, they'll spray it on their dry hair right before they flat iron or something, and they haven't actually done any sort of pinecone. They haven't done any sort of heat protectant for when they're drying their hair. So, and I love this stuff because it smells good and it makes my hair feel really smooth. Last product is another heat protectant, but this one's also like a strengthening or a straightening serum. This is the John Frieda Frizz Ease Hairs Serum with Thermal Protector. Pinecone's getting in my blinds. So that's what it looks like, and I actually just got this and I haven't even tried it, but I have tried the one without the thermal protectant, just the straightening balm, and it's really nice. And this you actually put into towel dried hair. That's actually really funny because this says towel dried hair, but its packaging that it came in, I was reading, said soaking wet hair. That is such a discrepancy. That's so funny. So that was everything. Those are like my favorite products of the moment. I've also been using I wouldn't carry this in my non-shower caddy. Clearly this would go in my actual shower caddy, but the banana shampoo from the Body Shop, I have been loving this stuff. This is the shampoo I've been using and I really, really, really have liked it. But anyway, that was all my favorite products, what I'd recommend taking to college with you. Yeah,